All right, here we go. Hello, USANA United USA family. This is Tammy Daum, Foundation Executive, 2-star Diamond Director Tammy Daum, coming to you from beautiful Florida. And I want to welcome you to Monday Mindset for Monday, June the 4th. We are so excited you're here. So whether you are a new USANA associate or whether you are a seasoned one like myself, either way, we're so excited to have you with us. We're excited to have you joining us today and plugging into this. In fact, we would encourage you to plug your entire group into this training. These trainings are motivational, they're inspirational, and they come from some of the best USANA leaders. I learn stuff all the time. It's incredible. So we hope you will just plug in and join us. It's going to be awesome. So Monday Mindset is my topic for today, and my specific topic is the company, which is very exciting for me. So I kind of took a moment to look at Webster's dictionary to figure out, well, I knew what mindset was, but I'm like, well, how do they describe mindset? So mindset is defined as a particular way of thinking. It's a person's attitude or set of opinions about something. It's the established set of attitudes held by someone. And I thought, you know what? That's great. I believe it's so important for us to talk about the mindset and the beliefs that you have around the company, have around the industry, that you have around the products, and you have around yourself. And that's what we focus on in Monday Mindset, which I absolutely love. So again, my topic for today is the company, and I'm so excited to be able to share with you today about the USANA company. I'm so excited that I was given this great topic. I didn't pick it. It was handed to me, and I'm very thankful. So USANA makes it easy to talk about such an incredible company. And so I'd like to just take a few minutes and just talk about, you know, what the company's done for us, what the company can do for you, all those things, because the company has changed our lives in about every way that a life could be changed. It's unbelievable. So they gave us our health back, they gave us time freedom, they gave us financial freedom that we'd only dreamt of before, and it's allowed us to do some major personal development. You know, I think that's probably one of the hidden treasures of owning your own business is, you know, forging new friendships, giving back more, making a bigger difference. Personal development is one of those hidden treasures that's part of that, because when you become involved in something like that, you're able to make a bigger difference. You're able to bless the lives of others beyond anything you could ever have imagined before. And I'm just kind of glancing over here to make sure I'm doing this correctly, because I don't do this a lot, so I'm making sure that everybody can hear me, and it looks like they can. So welcome everybody. It's good to see you and excited to have you with us. And so before I jump specifically into USANA as a company, I just want to tell you a little about Tony and myself, because we may have some newer associates on here. You might not be familiar with who we are and kind of our story. So I just want to tell you a little bit about that before we jump into the company. So my husband Tony and I have now been married for more than 30 years. In fact, he used to tell people that I was only 35 and then joke that he married me when I was only 5 years old. But as I'm celebrating my 50th birthday this month, I don't know if I want to admit that or not, this month, you know, I don't think people are going to buy that story anymore. So I may as well fess up. But, you know, that being said, 50th birthday coming up, I have to say that I certainly don't feel 50. Thanks to these incredible USANA products, I don't feel it. And thanks to Celavive, I don't feel like I look it, which is really great. So thank you, USANA, for that. In fact, I was just talking to somebody recently about, you know, looking younger because of being part of USANA. And I said it's funny because every year when you go to USANA's International Convention, many of my friends, that's the only time I get to see them, because we live either across the country from one another or around the world from one another. I only get to see them maybe once a year at USANA's International Convention. And you know what is amazing to me is that there are people that instead of looking a little bit older and older every year, everybody's starting to look younger and younger every year. I'm just like, I love this company. It's amazing. It's incredible what it does for us. So a little bit about our personal story. Before joining USANA, my husband Tony was a firefighter and EMT certified personal trainer. He was an entrepreneur, and he had his own aircraft business in aircraft and detailing refurbishing business that he did on his days off from firefighting. So, you know, many firefighters have their firefighting job, and then on their days off they mow lawns or detail. Well, he had an aircraft detailing and refurbishing business. I was a marketing rep for Walt Disney World. I absolutely loved it. Did billboards and rack brochures and television spots and all kinds of fun stuff. And I'd also been involved in several party plan businesses. And one of them, I'd been very successful in a couple of them. One of them allowed me to quit my salary job at Disney and stay home full-time and start my family, which was something that was extremely important for me to do. And again, I want to take our story and I kind of really want to give you just the cliff notes from it, the highlights from it. Around Tony's 30th birthday, he developed a lot of health challenges. So type 2 diabetes and a lot of issues. He was doing everything that the doctors and the medical community told him to do. Unfortunately, his health continued to get worse and worse, and he had to give up his firefighting career, and then he eventually had to close his aircraft detailing refurbishing business because he was the chief pilot. So he was flying places and picking up airplanes and dropping off airplanes and flying to give bids. And when you lose your medical because your health is so bad they no longer let you hold the medical part of your pilot's license, you're not allowed to fly anymore, makes it really challenging to run an aircraft business. And so we were pretty much at a complete do-over at that point in our life and entered USANA. We weren't looking for USANA. USANA found us through a family member. Had a family member share the USANA opportunity with us, and I'll be quite honest with you. We said, no thanks, not interested. They were very persistent. It was my mom actually, and we just continue to say thank you, but no thank you, we're really not interested. Well, finally my mom got us to try the products. You know how mothers are. Well, you know, dear, you really don't eat right, and you really know you need a good multivitamin because you don't eat right. And you know, we really feel Tony, you know, this could really, you know, help with all of his health challenges he's having. He really needs a good multivitamin too. So we really feel you should at least give these products a try. We really believe strongly in them. And so she got us to try the products. And I came home with a box of Essentials, which is the prequel to the Cell Essentials for those of you that are newer. And I plunked them up on the kitchen countertop and I said, okay, honey, here's the deal. If we eat these for 2 weeks, Mom and Dad will leave us alone. So start eating. Now, Tony figured that's kind of an easy thing to do. I eat them for 2 weeks. We figured we'd hand the empty box back to him and say, thank you, but no thank you. We tried your little vitamins. Now good luck with you. Be gone. But it didn't happen that way, which is great for us. It didn't take but a very short amount of time, and we started to feel what I like to call the USANA difference. And Tony said, you know what? He said, if the products are this good, maybe we need to take a more serious look at this company. And we did. We invited them back over again instead of blowing them off. We actually listened to what they were saying about this great company that they loved called USANA. And Tony took the business development system out of their hands and started to read through it. And he said, this is incredible. He goes, you guys have no idea what you have your hands on. As soon as he saw the compensation plan, he got it. And he said, this is like franchising without walls, without the employees and the overhead and the fixed location. He goes, I'm in. I'm totally in. And that's kind of what began our USANA journey. It was the belief in the products that got us to take a serious look at this company. And we've never looked back because, like I said, it's changed our lives in so many ways. Well, right after we joined USANA, within just a few weeks, USANA sent one of their vice presidents down to Florida to speak to us. And she shared with us about this great company called USANA and about the growth that they were in and about what we could expect. And she said, if you guys will work really, really hard for the next 5 years, she goes, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you where you'll be because if I told you, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So I thought, well, Tony thought, well, that sounds good. And we stopped and paused for a moment. And I want you to think about this as well. We stopped and paused and thought, 5 years. Okay, well, let's look back at the last 5 years and how fast has that gone? That's gone really, really quickly, right? So chances are the next 5 years are going to go as fast or even faster. And you know what? They did. So we jumped in. In fact, Tony kind of sat us down, the kids and I. Now, our children were only 3 and 5 when we began our journey with USANA, and said, you know what? I'm going to be away from home a lot for the next couple of years. I'm really going to not be here as much as I want to be here because I really need to give this everything it's got. Because, again, we were at a do-over in life. We were kind of starting over again. He said, I think this is our way out. And he said, so is this okay? Is it all right that I spend a little bit less time with you over the next couple of years so I can really focus on USANA so that I have the rest of that time with you after that? And I said, you know what? Absolutely. I said, our children are only 3 and 5. I said, if we work really hard for a few years, I said, chances are they're not going to remember this tough time when you weren't there 24/7, right? And you know what? They didn't. I said, I would rather have you gone a little bit more now and home for the rest of our lives together. I would rather have 2 parents that are able to stay at home with their children, you know, every day for the rest of their lives, all those years that they will remember. And that's exactly what we've been able to do. But going back to this vice president coming down and saying, if you'll work for 5 years, she goes, I'm not even going to tell you where you'd be because you wouldn't believe me if I did. And you know what? She was right, because here's what happened to us in 5 years. In 8 months, we reached the first level of leadership in USANA, which is Gold Director, Maxed Out Business Center. In year number 2, we maxed out 2 business centers actually at 18 months, and we became Ruby Directors at 18 months. Year number 3, we maxed out 3 business centers and became Emerald Directors. Year number 4, we maxed out 4 and 5 business centers and became Diamond Directors and 1-star Diamond Directors. And in year number 5 with USANA, we became members of USANA's $1 Million Club. Now, that doesn't mean we sold $1 million worth of product. That means we earned $1 million in commission. Yes, I said it, in 5 years. Absolutely unbelievable. And we also promoted to 2-star Diamond Director that same year. So she was absolutely right. We would have never believed it had she told us. But we are so thankful that we did exactly what she told us to do and trusted USANA. And USANA has never let us down. We have been able to trust them. So anyway, we jumped right in and we set some goals. And I remember one of our first goals, this is probably going to sound a little familiar if you've been following this page for a while, is one of my first goals was to take our kids to see all 50 states of the United States. I said, Tony, I've never seen all 50 states. Wouldn't it be so cool to be able to share all 50 states with our children before they get out of high school? So we set that as a goal for ourselves. Remember, they were only 3 and 5. And so that takes a lot of planning. That's a lot of country and a lot of space to cover, right? And so I would plan, on Christmas breaks or spring breaks, and especially summer breaks, we'd go to this part of the country and hit all these states. And then maybe the next summer we'd go to another part and hit all those states. Picking different things, national parks, whitewater rafting, different things to do, different things to experience in each and every state. And we saw by the time they graduated high school, we hit our goal. Before Jacqueline, my first child, graduated high school, we had seen all 50 states, including Alaska and Hawaii, which of course were 2 of their favorites of the 50 states. And Alaska was unbelievable, because part of Alaska was because we were with the USANA family. That was an Alaskan cruise that USANA took together as a family. And I think that was the first cruise our children had taken. Now, Tony and I have taken many cruises before and since, but that was our first family cruise. And the Alaskan cruise to this date is still the best cruise we have ever taken in our lives, thanks to USANA. And so it was an incredible experience. We saw brown bears, we saw humpback whales, we saw orca whales. It was unbelievable. So to be able to do that with them and share that with them has been really cool. And, I'm excited to see that Brian and Jennifer Douglas are doing something very similar with their children right now. They're doing it in a big way, though, with their RV. Wow. I mean, this is like a massive project. If you haven't seen it, go back and look at their story earlier on this page. They're doing it in a big way. But it's really cool because USANA is an incredible gift that you can give to your children. And I'm not just talking about the finances to do things. And I'm not just talking about the time with them, which is so precious and so important. But beyond that, it's the lessons that they've learned. Because now my children are grown, I can really, really share this. They learn things like healthy choices. They learn things like hard work, delayed gratification. They learn things like goal setting and self-discipline. They learn things like positive affirmations and time management. They learn how important personal development is and so much more. All of those things and on and on and on. And that has helped them so tremendously, because now they are becoming successful adults, because although they were 3 and 5 when we started USANA, they are now almost 20 and 22, which absolutely blows my mind. I cannot believe that they've grown that much. But USANA, if it weren't for USANA, we wouldn't have been able to create all the memories that we have together as a family. And I don't believe that they would be where they're at in their own personal lives had it not been for all of the intangibles and all of the lessons and all the examples that they saw from us and other people about, how to really get the most out of life and how to make the most out of life and how to give back the most to make the biggest difference in the lives of other people. So it's been really cool. Anyway, so we made a check our first week in USANA, and we've never missed a check. That's right. In over 16 years, we've never, ever, not even once, missed a check from our first week on, and the great thing is they've only gotten bigger. Now, the company was almost 10 years old before we joined, and a lot of people said, gosh, the company's 10 years old. Didn't you guys kind of miss the wave of growth? And we said, absolutely not. Because you know what? This company is going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. And just a few months in was USANA's 10th anniversary convention, and they had their first ever car contest. And I won't go through the details, but needless to say, we had nothing but pieces of junk that were leaking so bad we could not park in the driveway of our rental house. We had to park them on the streets, and at that year at convention we won, and USANA's first ever car contest, a 2000 Ford Mustang convertible GT. So what an incredible gift. Thank you, USANA, for that as well. So a lot of great things through the years. It is so important to have belief in the company, belief in the products, belief in the industry, and belief in yourself. So that's really the highlights, kind of to get a little glimpse in our life and our journey with USANA. I could probably spend this whole time talking about that, but I really, really want to take time today and focus on specifically the company because I really, really want to build your belief in this company. It's incredible. USANA is publicly traded, debt-free, 26 plus years of experience. And the greatest thing that we have in USANA that no other company in the world can lay claim to is our very own Dr. Myron Wentz. Dr. Wentz has a PhD in microbiology and immunology. He's a world-renowned microbiologist and immunologist. And you know what? Back in the 1970s, he founded Gall Laboratories. And Gall Labs, you've heard the story, they developed those biodiagnostic test kits that even the pharmaceutical giants of the day, they couldn't even do it. And you know what? Dr. Wentz realized that there was a much greater need than test kits. He said, you know what? I have the knowledge to make an even bigger impact in the world. And so he sold Gall Labs for millions of dollars, and he founded USANA Health Sciences. And I'm so glad that he did. And that's what we're talking about today. But you know what? He didn't stop at USANA. Then he founded Sonavive Medical Institute. I love Sonavive. If you've never had a chance to go experience, it's an absolute must-do. Put it on your goal wall, put it on your dream board, make it happen. It's a must-do. He wrote The Healthy Home. Again, changed our lives in another great way. He won the Albert Einstein Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Life Sciences. His humanitarian efforts are unbelievable, with partnering with the Children's Hunger Fund and now the True Health Foundation. You know, all of this Dr. Wentz without drawing a salary off of USANA, because it's not about the money. For Dr. Wentz, I believe it's all about making a difference. And my guess is Dr. Wentz probably isn't done yet. I would bet there are even more greater things to come. Now, I'm not sure what those are, but I bet it's true. You know, Dr. Wentz, he truly has a passion and a heart for making a difference and helping people. And I love the vision of Dr. Wentz. When I first heard it, it so resonated with me, and I so wanted to grasp it, that I dream of a world free from pain and suffering. I dream of a world free from disease. The USANA family will be the healthiest family on earth. Share my vision, love life, and live it to its fullest in happiness and health. And you know what? What an incredible, amazing vision to be a part of. And that's the founder of our company. He's laid that foundation for this incredible company to grow on with that vision that it all began on. You know, again, publicly traded company. We're publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. When we joined the company, the stock was trading at $1.15 a share. I'm not kidding you. Oh, if only I had the foresight to invest everything and have hung on to it this whole time, because it grew to, I think it was around $60 a share, split 2 for 1, grew again, split again. It has had multiple splits in the stock market because our company continues to have year after year, quarter after quarter of record growth. There is no slowing us down. Even when other companies in 2008, in that time period there, were, you know, going under and slowing down and having a lot of challenges. Even during that time period, USANA continued to have quarter after quarter after quarter of record growth. 100% debt-free, business in so many markets, 4 new amazing markets coming on board in 2018. And again, there's no stopping this company now. Quality manufacturing. I love the ethics and the integrity and the quality that goes into every single one of our products. Now, it's not my job to talk about products today. There's somebody else great that's going to be sharing that in an upcoming week. But I can just say that I love the fact that we go through everything that we do to manufacture to the highest possible quality standards, that use the highest quality raw ingredients. You know, USANA won't compromise, and I absolutely love that. You know, the fact that they take the raw ingredients that come in, and they don't just take what the label says, oh, it contains this. No, they test it, they quarantine it, they test it again. They make sure that what they say, what's on the label is in the bottle. They make sure that what they believe is in the ingredients is actually in the ingredients. If it doesn't meet our standards, even if the label says it does, we send it back. We reject it because USANA refuses to compromise. And I love that. I've never, ever in 16 plus years had to question the quality and the integrity of the products that I'm taking or that I'm putting in the hands of my friends and family members and all the people that I love. USANA never lets me down. And so, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, but you know, the cost of this or the cost of that. Well, you know, we were talking about a product one time, the coenzyme Q10, and somebody was telling me what they paid for their Cocono and their CoQ10. And I said, you know what you just paid for that bottle, after it went through the manufacturer and through multiple middlemen, and then everybody marked it up along the way, and it sat on a store shelf, and the store marked it up, and they made a profit off it. What you just paid for that bottle is less than what USANA paid for the quality, for the raw ingredients. So before we even manufactured it, it's less for that finished product that you just purchased than what we've got in the raw ingredients. So really, what is the quality difference in that product and what USANA manufactures? I've never had to question our quality. You know what? Independent certifications, Consumer Labs, Informed Choice, the NSF independently certified, GMP good manufacturing practices, USP verified. It goes on, right? It's great that we have all these kind of third-party certifications, validations, verifications. We're in the Physician's Desk reference for pharmaceutical drugs and the Compendium of Pharmaceuticals and Specialties. That's not just for vitamins, that's for pharmaceuticals. That is huge when it talks about the quality of our product. The NutriSearch Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements. Guess what? Never fails. Highest rating, 5-star gold standard rating, over 1,500 supplements tested in North America, guys. It never quits. USANA will continue to receive elite standing. Every comparative guide that comes out, doesn't matter how many more products they test, we always come out on top, highest rating possible, and I absolutely love that. Another great thing about USANA is third-party accolades. For me, this has always been so powerful through the years because any company can stand up and say, hey, our products are the best. But when everybody else is pointing to your company saying, hey, these guys over here, USANA Health Sciences, now they really are the best, guys, then you know you have something to be proud of, right? And so I love that picture that's available that has all USANA's awards and accolades kind of spread out on the salt flats. And it never ends. It just goes on and on and on, and hundreds of accolades. And I'm so grateful to Dan Masuga and his team and everybody at USANA that works so hard and so diligently to get us those third-party accolades of everybody pointing to our company, talking really about how incredible we are. You know, from Best of State Awards, you know, I tell people, I said, we continue to get the Best of State Award like for nutritional supplements. I said, Salt Lake is like the Silicon Valley of nutritional supplements. I mean, everybody's out there, and yet year after year after year, we continue to get their Best of State Award, as well as all of the other awards and accolades, and even the Stevie Award. Now, what is a Stevie Award? We've won a Stevie Award for Best Live Event multiple times. Now, I'm like, okay, we're a supplement company. We manufacture the highest quality nutritional supplements available, yet we're getting an award for the best live event? Unbelievable. That's not even what we do. I said, so think about that. As I'm talking to a prospect, I'm like, if we're getting awards for the best of this, and that's not even what we focus on, imagine how amazing we must be at what we do focus on, which is our incredible products, right? USANA is part of the Direct Selling Association board because it's not just about us, it's about making the entire industry even better. USANA is working with the government to make things better again for the industry. USANA is not just inwardly focused, but outwardly focused in going green as well, right? And so, you know, USANA recognizes that human health and environment, they kind of go hand in hand, right? And so it's their mission not only to develop the highest quality nutritional supplements, you know, science-based products with great ingredients, But it's also, they want to focus on the environment, and they want to go green, and they really want to do their best in environmental stewardship. And so they focus on recycling, solid waste specifically for like high impact or high volume items like, office paper, cardboard drums, steel, aluminum, all those sorts of things, right? They conduct employee trainings in energy conservation, solid waste recycling, office paper reduction. They use Xeriscape, which basically means that the landscaping they put around the USANA home office takes a lot less water to maintain that. So millions and millions and millions of gallons of water have been saved because of USANA's Xeriscaping. And they recycle, they reduce the amount of office paper by going more electronic and online with things. And again, the list goes on and on and on. They have a whole list of things they do to continue to go green as a company. But some of my favorite things that USANA does as a company, again, is not inwardly focused, but it's outwardly focused. It's about that giving back. It's about that making a difference. It's about partnering with the Children's Hunger Fund. It's about partnering with the True Health Foundation. And Dr. Wentz has led the example on this. His own personal give back throughout the years of, the Wentz Medical Centers that he built in Uganda and Malawi, and the nutritionals and the food packs that we deliver all over the world. And we make a difference in earthquake relief and, flood relief and all sorts of natural disasters. And we just continue to impact thousands upon thousands upon thousands, and I would say probably a ripple effect of millions of lives through everything that we've done as a company and going out through other organizations and all of that. And I love the fact that 100% of every dollar that's donated actually gets into the hands of the people that need it. Now, I don't know of any other company that can make that claim. I don't know of any other charitable organization that can make that claim other than USANA, because USANA covers the administrative costs. They cover the overhead to make sure that all the money that is given gets into the hands of the people that really need it, and I absolutely love that. So incredible company, incredible products. We have an incredible executive team that really care about our associates, that really care about the product, the customers. We have an amazing executive team, leaders of this company. So everybody from Dr. Wentz, all the way down the line. The incredible USANA family, amazing associates. As I said, I've been involved in other network marketing or direct marketing companies and industries, and I've never seen a family of team members and associates that have a heart for caring for one another and working together and building one another up like the USANA family does. So it is amazing to me. This is a big point here. It is amazing to me that for only $29.95 US, so less than $30. Many of us probably spend that much more or more on coffee throughout the week, right? For only $29.95, not only do you get the opportunity to change your life and the lives of all those around you, but you also, for that price, get an incredible company that will take care of all the research and development. They're going to take care of all the marketing for you. They're going to take care of all the manufacturing, all the storage of everything that they just manufactured, all the shipping to make sure it gets to your customers without any problem. They're going to provide excellent customer service, not only to you and your team and your downline, but to all your customers as well. They're going to manage the employees and continue to make sure that USANA is one of the best places to work, right? And we've won the award for that as well. They're going to take care of the recognition. They're going to take care of the phone systems. They're going to take care of the overhead and the equipment and being cutting edge. They're going to take care of the technology and the online services and the new shopping carts and the new websites, and they're going to have Ask the Scientist and Ask USANA and all these things and social media training, and the list goes on and on and on. And so they are going to do all of that for you for $29.95. You can be part of this incredible company and have that amazing opportunity. So everything that USANA is doing, you can use as a model and example for yourself. And you know what? I find that the more you're blessed in this business, the greater your capacity is to bless others. Because what we found over the years is so true. We've heard it from Zig Ziglar. We've heard it from many, many people. By focusing on others and helping enough other people reach their dreams and get what they want, what you want comes automatically. You're going to get to your dreams automatically. And what a beautiful way to to excel is to really focus on others and to help them all see their dreams, and then, yours happen automatically. So as we wrap up today, I want you to make sure you have a strong why. That's so important. You've got to have that white hot burning desire that's going to carry you through the inevitable ups and downs. I would love to tell you that every single person's going to say yes and every single person's going to sign up, but that's not going to happen. And there's going to be days that are not as positive as others. So you need to make sure that that why is really strong to say, you know what? It doesn't matter. My reason for doing this business is more important than anything, and I'm going to keep moving forward. You want to set goals for yourself and keep moving forward. Be teachable. Invest in yourself. Pour into others, but be poured into yourself, okay? Be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and work hard. It is hard work. I'd love to say it's easy breezy and you can just sit back and just tell people, I'm in USANA, and the phones will ring off the hook. But as Darren Hardy told us in Chicago at the regional convention, he goes, it's hard freaking work, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. And then, you know what? Just develop the attitude that, you know, I'm not going to stop. A failure is not an option. That was the mantra that we lived by. Gene Kranz, Apollo 13, that was the phrase or saying that he coined was failure is not an option, and that is what we clung to. That is what we lived by. You know what? Doesn't matter. Failure is not an option. More lives to be changed. Failure is not an option. Keep moving forward. So, belief in the company, so important. They make it easy, guys. They never give us a reason to doubt them. They continue to give us the best of the best of the best. The best executives, the best company, the best products, the best everything. Marketing materials, you name it, the company does it all for you. So belief in the company, belief in the products, there's no reason not to. We've got the best of the best. Belief in the industry. I love this industry. You know what? This industry doesn't ask for your age. It doesn't ask for your ethnicity. It doesn't ask for your background, your experience, how much money's in your checking account. It doesn't ask you any of those things. All it says is, do you have a reason? Do you want it bad enough? Come on, let's go. And it'll change your life. And it's changed many, 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 many lives, and it can change yours as well. And then belief in yourself. And you have to believe and have failure that it's not an option, that you can do it, because you really can. So USANA's given us everything we need to be successful. So what's holding you back? There's no excuses. There's no reason. You've got it all. Just go do it. Go do it. Go change lives. USANA, I said there's not an area and aspect of my life or our lives that it hasn't impacted in a positive way. It's been the greatest gift of our lives. And you know what? There's not a greater gift that I can turn around and share with those that I know than the gift of USANA. And I love the ripple effect, because I can change this life and impact this one in a positive way with our products, this one with our finances, this one for both. And the ripple effect from that, if I help one person with their health and they say, wow, I feel better. I have the energy to chase my kids around. I have the energy to do more things with my spouse. I can do this. I can do that. I can go volunteer my time. I can go donate my time now. And not only have I impacted their life, but think of how their life has now had a ripple effect and impacted others. So as you look at what you can do through the USANA products and USANA opportunity, the impact of the ripple effect, you may never know. You might think, well, I've only touched a handful of people, a few dozen people, 100 people, but that ripple effect will continue to go on and impact hundreds and thousands more. So join me, in sharing the vision of Dr. Wentz and change as many lives as you can. I hope to see you at USANA's International Convention coming up August 15th through the 18th. I'll be there. Look me up. I'd love to see you. Give you a big hug. Thank you, USANA family, for joining me today. Continue to share the vision. Continue to share the gift of USANA and impact as many lives as you can. And as a result, yours is going to be impacted well. Thank you. God bless. Have an amazing day. Love you. Bye. See you in August.